Hello, sports fans. Welcome to your Chapter 3 test. I am Mr. Brooks. So we're just doing the problems that are highlighted on this sheet. Your paper may not be highlighted, but you can circle them as you go. So without further ado, we're going to get right into numbers 1, 3, and 5. Okay. So I'm going to highlight the angles that you're going to need to do. And remember, you're going to label these angles as corresponding, alternate interior, alternate exterior, or consecutive interior. Okay? So in number 1, we're talking about angles 1 and 8. Okay? Angles 1 and 8. What are those? In number 3, oh, and please, if I'm going too fast, just pause. You know what to do. So let me change this here. In number 3, we're talking about angle 3 and angle 5. What kind of angles are those? Again, your choices are all up here. Corresponding, alternate interior, alternate exterior, and consecutive interior. In number 5, 3 and 7. What kind of angles are 3 and 7? Moving on to numbers 7 and 9, they want us to find the value of x. Okay, so in number 7, these are corresponding angles, which means these are equal to each other. So how many degrees is x? That's not too hard. Really not much work to do. In number 9, these are alternate exterior, one on each side of the transversal. So they're equal to each other. So if you're going to set them up, it should be 4x plus 11 equals 107. And then you solve for x. So that's numbers 9 and 7. Number 10, the directions are asking us, find the value of x that makes these two parallel. So m and n are going to be parallel. How many degrees should this one be? Now I want you to pay attention to the fact that these are on the same side and they're interior. Okay, and these two guys together always add up to how many degrees? How many degrees do those always add up to? That'll help you then to figure out the value of x. 13 and 14, we want to find the slope. So remember your equation, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And remember, label your points. There's x1, y1, x2, y2. Do the same thing on number 14. Okay, plug them in. Use the red calculator to help you reduce the fractions too. And if you need any help, let me know. Here's a very important part on the next one. It says write the equation of a line. So this means y equals mx plus b. Okay, so here's your x, here's your y, there's your m. Again, you want to plug these into plus b. For example, if you want to peek over at number 18, I can show you what I would do with number 18. 3, 5, and negative 8. So here's what I'm going to do. I would plug in 5 for y equals negative 8 was my slope, 3 was the x, but plus b. So then I'd have 5 equals negative 24 plus b. I add 24 then to both sides. That zeroes out, and b would equal 29. So to rewrite the equation, I'd say y equals, instead of m, I just said negative 8x, okay, and then plus 29, my b. And this is because they just give us an m and a b, okay. 19 is the exact same way, only they want to make us perpendicular. So if we're doing perpendicular, this guy's slope is 2 over 1. You need to flip it and change the sign. Okay, so for example, on number 20, that's a negative 1 over 1. I don't like that one. I'm not going to use that as an example. Let me scroll over to 21 here. Nah, I don't like that either. Let's just do this. Sorry, guys. If I had a slope, let's say, they give me a slope of 2 over 3, and I have to write a line that's perpendicular to it, I'm going to flip it upside down and then change the sign. Make him negative. Okay, so then this would be the M you would use. And then you're going to go on doing the same things that you did up here. So here, use 1 and 3, change to this guy, and plug them in up here and solve for B. Then rewrite your equation using the new slope you found, which would be like this one, and whatever the B is you find. Number 22 and 23, these lines are perpendicular, which means these are 90-degree angles. Okay, so how many degrees is X? This much is 68. So what would you do with 90 and 68 to figure out what is left for this little angle X? On this one, again, they're 90-degree angles. So these two angles together equal 90. So you need to set them up so that you add them together and they equal 90 degrees. And then solve for X. Okay, that's the end of the test. Okay, you did 12 problems. Hopefully you listened carefully. If you got confused, I hope you came and asked me. Have a great rest of your day. God bless.